5 Common Misconceptions About the Titanic. The Titanic was a grand ocean liner that tragically sank in the North Atlantic after hitting an iceberg on the night of April 14, 1912. Even after more than a century, myths and misconceptions about the disaster continue to circulate. Here are 5 widely believed but incorrect myths about the Titanic. 1. The Titanic was trying to set a speed record. Many believe that the Titanic was attempting to break a speed record across the Atlantic. However, this is false. The ship was designed for luxury, not speed. Its focus was on providing passengers with a comfortable and prestigious travel experience, rather than competing with the fastest liners of the time. 2. The Titanic was carrying Egyptian mummies and gold coins. Another common myth is that the Titanic had ancient Egyptian mummies and a large shipment of gold coins aboard. However, there is no evidence of either. The ship's cargo list does not mention gold, and while valuable items were on board, no mummies were ever recorded. The rumor likely stemmed from superstitions and later embellishments of the tragedy. A champagne bottle failed to break during the launch, signifying bad luck. A popular superstition claims that when the Titanic was launched, a champagne bottle was struck against the hull but failed to break, which was taken as a bad omen. However, this is a fabricated story. White Star Line, the company that owned the Titanic, did not have a tradition of breaking champagne bottles on its ships during launches. 4. Third-class passengers were denied access to lifeboats. The film Titanic, 1997, reinforced the idea that third-class passengers were deliberately prevented from boarding lifeboats. While it is true that a higher percentage of third-class passengers perished, it was not because they were barred from lifeboats. Instead, a combination of poor communication, physical barriers, and the belief that the ship would not sink quickly led to many third-class passengers being trapped below deck for longer than others. 5. A man dressed as a woman to get on a lifeboat. One persistent myth claims that a male passenger, William Sloper, disguised himself as a woman to secure a spot in a lifeboat. However, Sloper himself denied this accusation. In reality, many men did survive, as lifeboat boarding was often chaotic and did not strictly follow the women and children first rule. The Titanic remains one of history's most fascinating tragedies, but many of its myths have overshadowed the real story. Understanding the truth behind these misconceptions helps honor the memory of those who were lost.